So I thought I'd take a brief moment to talk about statistics, because this one blew my mind when I learned about this years ago, and it has just been updated. According to a cross study of all men that were part of this study, you'd be shocked to know that men between the ages of 18 and 87 experience erectile dysfunction. 24.2% experience erectile dysfunction. I don't know if the trend for younger men is lifestyle in particular, although I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But think about that for a moment. So, we tend to think of erectile dysfunction of an old man's disease, but truthfully, it spans our age range, and it can happen for many reasons. It could be lifestyle, it could be life changes, it could be the way that we take care of ourselves. But I thought that was quite interesting, almost alarming, that young men are struggling with ED. And here's why I think that's happening. I think that young men are smoking. I think they're vaping. And there's a very, very, very strong connection to both of those in terms of the quality of the erection. And I would tell you that you have to be careful, young boys, young men, I should say. Alcohol is another one. We talk about there's all kinds of funny isms out there. But when you think about when you get drunk, you have a hard time getting an erection. Well, there's a reason for that. It's because alcohol is a suppressant. And so when you're suppressing the nervous system, guess what you're suppressing? Yep, you got it. And so what I would ask you to think about when you think about the statistics of erectile dysfunction, the most recent study that was done in 2024 shows that 18.7% of men from ages 18 and up. So whatever's happening, just recognize that if you're struggling with erectile dysfunction, there are options, there are treatments at Bounce Back. One of the things that I do is I do a comprehensive examination to try to help determine why this is happening. And I will tell you, for the younger men, smoking and vaping and drinking is high on that list. For the older men, we in a previous video, I've talked about other medical conditions, hypertension, meaning high blood pressure, diabetes, weight gain. These are all part of that. So I hope that helps. But the statistics are real. But right behind that, there are options, and shockwave therapy is one of them.